Good morning, Wildcats. It is a wonderful Wednesday here at West Lane, and a day that we need to start focusing. Well, we always need to focus on our academics, but I think right now I've started to see a few kids. You're starting to let those homework assignments pile up, not get turned in. If you wanted them graded, they had to be turned in by last week, and some teachers might take them, but um, that's going to be on you because when parents see missing work, they're not going to go out. They're going to say, "Oh, the teachers." No, you missed a work, and I'm going to be putting out lists of missing assignments to the teacher, or not to the teachers, but to the parents on Parent Square this year. And they're not going to like it if you have a lot of missing assignments because grades are midterm ends this Friday. Grades are going to be posted by next Friday, and some of you, and not all, I'm just like some of you. I was looking at some reports that have like three or more missing assignments, and we really have only had 4 to 5, 6 assignments this year. So we need to get that in gear. Um, we'll be looking at some things, not this week, but next week and week after, about what we're missing and how we're going to get it turned in. Don't get behind. That's the big deal. Don't get behind here at West Lane. We want to make sure we're working hard at all times, putting our best foot forward on our homework, putting our best foot forward on our assessments, putting our best foot forward on everything that we do. Remember, if you get a bad grade on homework, well, teacher may not take that, right? Like that's always at teacher discretion. Assessments we do retake if we want to, but we don't do extra credit. So no one's going to come and say, "Hey, I need extra credit." No, you need to retake a test if your grade is that poor to do well, because it's no reason for extra credit if you're going to like not do regular credit. So that's just a couple of things I sent to your parents this past week on the grading scale, but we don't do extra credit. We can or cannot. We're not retaking or not redoing a lot of homework. We're redoing the assessments that are the biggest thing um, for that. You can turn in homework late, but we don't want to get to that habit. And actually, too, the teachers don't have to take it for this first quarter already, this first midterm. That would have had to have been in last week. If they do, they're kind. You need to thank them when they do that. But that's on their choice. I'm not. And we're not going to get mad at anybody who doesn't take that work. But assessments you can retake, but we're not going to get behind. If you have missing assignments, what we'll start doing is like maybe if I got to take you down to the cafeteria, and you're just working on it, and then everybody else is having fun doing something else. We did that last year a little bit for missing or no missing, but if it's like one or two assignments, that's not going to work for me, and it's not going to work for your teachers either. So that get the work in. You're not going to sit here and not do work here at West Lane. That's but the only reason we get better is when we're doing our formative and our summative and working hard for that. So let's make sure we're doing that every day. That isn't. It's an academic day too. It's an academic focused day on an advisory. Like if making sure that you're getting your work done, making sure you're getting work in. If you need to go to a class, like some teachers will call, that's what we need to get done, right? So that's what we're doing. So let's have a good academic piece and let's get to announcements. All right, today is Wednesday, August the 28th, 2024, and these are your morning announcements. Westlake Middle School is an avid school-wide site of distinction. The mission of Westlake Middle School is to reveal the genius of each Wildcat through a culture of joy, respect, and excellence. We believe every person deserves to be seen, affirmed, and to grow. Let's make sure we are Wildcat ready. Right now, our lanyards and IDs are around our necks. Our binders, agenda books, and writing utensils are with us. Our hats, sunglasses, and hoods are off. Our backpacks and purses are in our lockers. Our AirPods and phones are in our lockers. And our blankets stay at home. All right, today is a blue day with advisory, which means we have advisory, then block 1, 2, block 3, which is a lunch period, block 4, and block 5. West Lane Galapagos Island trip 2026. Our meeting is next Tuesday, September 23rd at 6:30 in the cafeteria. We hope to cover the itinerary, costs, and benefits. Hope to see you there. If you have any questions, please see Miss Monroe in room B107 or have your parents email Miss Monroe. It is on our website too for our directory. Tomorrow night is our first student council meeting. If you want to stay after, do stay after. Make sure you have your ID for the late bus and then know your address too, right? So we can tell the late bus what address you get on. All right, seventh grade camping trip. All forms are due by September 20th. That is coming up shortly. All forms of money should be turned in the bookstore. Ms. Richmond, do you want to go climbing, shoot targets at archery station, catch fish off a dock of a beautiful lake, take the canoes and boats for a spin? Come join us. It is October 2nd through the 4th. All right, today for lunch we have mac and cheese with breadstick, meatball sub, chicken tender wrap, spicy tender wrap, and broccoli. Tomorrow for breakfast we have pancake wrap, or breakfast banana split, or cereal, juice, and peaches. All right, let's make sure we're cleaning up Westlake. Make sure we're cleaning up our hallways and our cafeterias and our restrooms, especially. We're not leaving messes in the restroom for our custodians to have to clean up. We'll make sure we're keeping those nice and clean, as we have done for the cafeteria. Don't forget about our average school-wide binder requirement. You make sure you have a good quality 3-ring binder that's 2 inches medium, minimum. A label tab divider, zipper pouch for storage supplies, 2 or more writing utensils, notebook paper, Cornell paper, handouts and classwork behind each divider, and an agenda book. Make sure we're keeping our hands off each other and no shadow boxing at Westlane. Okay, so here's the deal too in the cafeteria. Sitting at our correct tables and facing the center. If an 8th grader wants to sit in a 7th grade, from here on out, you're going to be an ISS the rest of the semester for lunch. Because we don't have enough seats, especially in B lunch, for you to sit where you want. So if I see an 8th grader in a 7th grade spot or a 7th grader in a 6th grade spot, I'll give you one choice. You're going to be an ISS for the remainder of the quarter or semester, or we gave you a schedule change. You can become a 7th grader or a 6th grader if you want to be so bad. But you are actually actively causing people to get up and move, and they're already getting clumped around. There are people trying to find seats that are in that grade level. So 8th graders sit in your correct seat. Same thing. If you're a 7th grader going in an 8th grade section, no. All right, you sit in the regular 7th grade section, and sit in there, because that's where we're having like if you want to assign seats, I can do assigned seats as well. Pretty easy, right? It's pretty easy to take the classes who are in there, and it gives students not just an assigned table, but an assigned seat. All right, let's kind of make sure that we're sitting in the correct grade level so we're not smooshing out someone else from a different grade level. All right, in the cafeteria, please stay in your seat and have your ID. Stay in your seat until your grade level is called. That actually you're doing pretty well. 7th graders, if you want to get picked up by your teachers again, keep running in the hallways coming back. That's what I'm hearing the most of. But anybody in the hallway that 7th graders are running, 7th grade boys especially, are running back. If that's going to keep being the case, I'll make you late. I'll let 6th graders go at the bell, and I'll hold you guys, and we'll be tardy each time. If that's going to be how we're going to have to do things. So let's make sure we're doing the right thing and make sure that we are walking back to class, 7th grade boys especially. If I need to also sing you last, I'll sing you last, but this is getting ridiculous. And you're being unsafe. So 7th graders, boys, you are walking back to your class. If that's going to be an issue, then we're going to reconfigure how we were dismissed to 7th grade boys. 8th grade, I'm hearing you're doing a good job. 6th grade, you need to do a better job of getting on time to period 4 or 9, because you're released at the right time for the bell. You should be good. Everyone's doing their part though, but leaving cafeteria, really clean tables and really clean cafeterias. Nice job on that one. Pass protocol. Each student gets an average of 1 pass a week, and no passes in the first 20 minutes or last 20 minutes of class. Teachers can only write 2 to 3 passes per class. Teachers can also say no. Students, all restroom passes out of the class are 5 minutes or less. And the bell does not dismiss you from class, your teacher does. Breakfast students, you must report directly to the cafetorium off the bus to get breakfast, or we'll just send you back to class. All food should be in the cafetorium. Don't take food out of the cafetorium, please. Student, your ID also must be around your neck to get a pass if they or check out library books. All cell phones in your locker between 9:25 and 4:25. They will be taken if they're seen or heard. And don't forget our motto, Cada Wildcat, Cada Dia Mejor, which means every Wildcat every day gets better. So 2 things to review from announcements today. Number 1, academics. Make sure their academics are getting correct and we don't have missing assignments. 2, 7th grade boys, we're walking back from lunch in an orderly fashion. If we don't, then I will adjust how you're dismissed, and that's not something you're going to want to do. All right, so have a wonderful Wednesday, everybody. We'll see you throughout the building.